Howdy folks, TJ here. Pretty excited. I received a package today that I'm going to do an unboxing, and we'll also try to work in a first boot of it. It's a computer obviously, but this is what the box looks like. So let's talk about it a little bit. Last time I purchased something this expensive and this type of computer back in 2014. And it was a little departure for me because up until from like 95 when I stopped using Atari and had to professionally move to something, I went to Apple and Mac. Been a Mac user ever since, but around 2014 I deviated from that a little bit. I ended up getting my first PC. Although I didn't use Windows, I installed Linux, and I've been pretty much for day use and work use a Linux user since around 2014 or so. And but I still have Macs in the house. Purchased the same year, a 2014 Mac Mini for the wife, and that's what we use for our iTunes and our photos and all that. And for my portable, I've been using a MacBook Pro 2014 13-inch edition. So still heavily a Mac user, but professionally, and what I use in my day-to-day for work is a Linux-based Main Gear computer. Really awesome computer, the Main Gear Shift. And that was the last big purchase I've made. And so it's been a while. Normally every 5 years I religiously would upgrade my Mac to the newest. And the Mac Pros just didn't have what I was looking for. So I ended up going with a Main Gear PC. And I'm not saying that it was a bad choice. It's been a great computer, but it's huge. And I've always been kind of a person that likes smaller computers. I mean, I had a G4 Cube. That is probably one of my favorite computers, and I still have it upstairs. Still own it. And so this next computer, you probably already know what it is by me picking up the box, but we're going to do an unboxing. May not have been the brightest, best choice, and it's used. I had to purchase it from eBay and from a reputable seller that's got 100% feedback, and they seem to kind of know Apple's pretty well. But we'll keep our fingers crossed that it actually works many years without fault, that it cosmetically looks as good as they were saying, and we're hoping for the best. So let's do an unboxing today of a computer I've been eyeing for a long time and I've been really wanting. And again, may not have been the brightest choice for 2020, and I could have spent double the amount on a new Mac Pro. I didn't do that. I just wanted something smaller, so let's open it up. I normally do my unboxings out on the kitchen table. We actually sit at this coffee table and eat every night. I've always been an Indian style, sitting on the floor, legs crossed, our TV's up here. We've done that for decades. I'm also doing taxes right now, and I've got all my receipts out on the kitchen table, working those up. So we're going to do the unboxing here, a little unorthodox, but that's me. And my face may go above and below the camera line every so often, but that's all right. I went ahead and made the slits already. I know some people like opening up a knife and zzz. It takes me forever sometimes to just get the main box open. So let's open her up. I'm going to stand up. You're going to lose my face on this, which is probably fine. Oh, nice. So you're probably already seeing what I've purchased. Mac Pro. Now the reason I didn't purchase this back in 2014 is I think it didn't come out yet. I had already had a Main Gear lined up and ordered before this was starting to ship. Plus the Main Gear was quite a bit more powerful computer than this at the time, I think. Well, cheaper I should say, because the base model Mac Pro was like $29.99. $29.99, yeah, that's right. And that was for a base model, and I got a pretty beefy Shift. So again, not kicking myself for making that purchase. It's been a wonderful computer, and I'm going to continue to use it. Maybe set it up as a VMware server or something now that I'm getting this. But this Mac Pro is pretty much a semi-maxed out, at least at the time. This is the 12-core. There's a 2 terabyte drive in this. 64 gigabyte of memory. So pretty maxed out for the time. I think when this first came out, you couldn't make these 128 gigabytes of memory. It was 64 max. Now you can because you can buy those modules. But back in 2013-14, I don't think you could. So this is a pretty maxed out version. So let's open her up some more and see what she looks like. I'm hoping that, you know, I kind of like my computer somewhat, you know, not scratched up and all that, and this is supposed to not be scratched up. So the only thing they had said is that on the bottom they pulled off this sticker, which is all right. I just wanted to have an original box, which I think is cool. Oh, I wonder if it's still got... I've watched some videos online. This is supposed to pull out, right? Oh yeah. Little flap here with some paperwork. Full speed ahead. Mac Pro, the little booklet. Now I don't see the stickers in here. I think it's the first time I've ever opened up a computer without the Apple stickers, which is okay. I've got plenty of stickers, but I think the ones in this one were supposed to be black, which is different because normally every time you get stickers, they're white, which is okay. So let's slip this back in. It'll take me 5 hours to do that, all on video. Maybe I'll slip it in later. Keep it out. All right. So the cool thing is bun number 1. Let me stand up and pull this thing out. Oh, I see some scuffs on it already. That kind of sucks, but oh well. So I'm normally a little stingy when it comes to showing off the computer. I kind of look at it first. Let's kind of look at her. So overall, looks pretty good. The back of it does have some scuffs. It was supposed to be, you know, excellent cosmetics. I'll have to kind of peek around at everything here. I did ask this place, I had asked, hey, are these like on server farms or something that have just been running 24/7, or what's the scoop on it? And they said no, they're pulled from like small studios and stuff, so... Overall, it looks pretty good, I would say. I'll probably look at it tighter later, but there's a pretty good scuff right here. Yeah, I'm not going to be too picky, but I always like kind of my stuff looking really nice and pretty. So here's all the ports in the back. So let's go kind of show you. Let me put my lighting here a little bit. So, and you've seen plenty of, you know, these unboxings and stuff, but... There's all the ports. And at the bottom, power cord. Another little bun here. And the power cord. Cool. So on the back, so ports, it looks like you got 4 USB ports, 6 Thunderbolt ports, 2 Ethernet ports, HDMI, power button, and the power cord. Apple logo, of course, on the back. So, cool. I'm not going to call mine a trash can. I'm going to call it the nuclear reactor. It's got the thermal core, right? You know, it kind of looks like a little nuclear device here. So, I know they kind of look like a trash can, but I'm going to call mine a nuclear device. So, cool. I think I know that you can push this button over and show the innards. Oh, it's my first pull off. Nice. So let's take a look here. So it's not the black Apple RAM that you would normally see. So it's got green. So it's an aftermarket. And let's look at the... So the SSD card is a 2 terabyte. Doesn't look like there's a heat sink on it. I don't know if that's going to be of any issue or not. Video card. Second video card. This is the, I didn't mention earlier, the D700 dual. So, cool. Next step is to actually go boot it up. See if she boots. That's important. And then we'll come back online and finalize the video. See ya. All right. Connected to my big Omen 32-inch, 2.5K, I guess you consider it, monitor. I've got my new Mac Pro, and as you probably see on my desk, I'm a bit of a Sinclair computer nut, and also an Oric I just recently purchased. But we're going to try booting this computer up for the first time. Hopefully I've got my monitor settings right. If not, we may not get any video, but we'll give it a whirl here. And for now, I've just connected up a Logitech keyboard and a generic mouse. I need to get that a little better off. I got some Apple mice and stuff hanging around, I'm sure. So let's see. Now, if I remember right, you can turn this thing around and ports kind of light up. Yeah, there you go. So that's where the power is. So let me go ahead and toggle this on and off. Hopefully I have it on the right port. Power button. My little nuclear reactor. Hear a little bit of air coming out the top. Startup chime. Apple logo. That's good. Now, one of the big reasons I purchased this is I've been doing a lot of videos for my YouTube channel, and I wanted to kind of step it up a notch and maybe get Final Cut Pro 10. I'm an iMovie guy. That's all I've been using to date, and I think that's the logical upgrade that I'll eventually make. So I always wanted to have one of these, and like I said, I could have got a Mac, the new Mac Pro, but you can see I don't have that much space on my desk anymore. So hopefully she boots up to the desktop here. So it had the Apple logo. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and, does it recognize my keyboard at all? Well, the mouse it does. So far not on the keyboard. Well, actually, it's probably because I'm using the wrong thing. So, USA.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
Oh!
To use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on.
Choose keyboard layout, US. My Wi-Fi network. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera for a second and get past that so you don't see my password. All right, up to the Mac desktop. There's a lot of password stuff that I had to type in, and I figured I'd just get to this point. The rest of it's going to be boring, probably like some of my video is. So cool, computer is booted up, sweet. I'm going to have to move some stuff around, but let's just go up here and about this Mac, at least bring that part up. So, Mac OS Mojave 10.14.6. I'll have to decide if I'm going to boost this up to Catalina or not. 2.7 gigahertz, 12-core Intel Xeon E5, 64 gig of 1866 megahertz DDR3, AMD FirePro D700, 6 gigabyte. Nice. And let's go to memory here. 16, 16, 16, 16, so it's seeing all four, so that's good. And so, cool. I've now officially got, let's actually just bring up, say, Safari or something, just to see if I've got internet connectivity. Apple seems the logical place to go. And I've got real slow internet, by the way. Satellite. It's terrible. Yay! Cool. So I am now in a same club as all the rest of you, Mac Pro 2013 Nuclear Reactor Computer Club. Glad to be here. I'm going to enjoy it and start doing some better video work. Maybe purchase Final Cut Pro 10 and start moving my iMovie over to this computer. I've got plenty of space, 2 terabytes. So cool. Thanks everybody for watching. See you later.